I come from a big Irish Catholic family, so that's always been our excuse for drinking. We're like, we're Irish, that's why we're drunk, woo! And then my family went to Ireland, and we're like, oh, we're not Irish. We're just drunk Americans getting out of control. My family got thrown out of bars in Ireland. You know how out of control you have to be for the Irish to cut you off? We were out drinking, and this old Irish man came up to us, and he's like, that's not how we leave bars in Ireland. And we were like, whatever, high five, headlock. And he was like, no, seriously, get out. And we were like, sorry, Father. I'm a big white wine drinker. That's my drink of choice, because I feel like it fits my look. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, oh, hey, is there a PTA meeting later? I'll be there. I'll bring a box Pinot. It'll be great. When's the next soccer game? More of a Cabernet, but still. And then I show up, and people are like, where's your kid? I'm like, oh, I don't have any. I am just here for the divorced dads. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I know they're probably not here tonight. I know, because it's a Saturday. Unless it's their other weekend. All I'm saying is I can be a mom 4 days a month. I love that. That took a sec. That's what I'm looking for, though. I'm looking for a divorced dad, a guy that's like broken down, like beaten down by life, like just exhausted with good health care. That's the payoff, you know? When you're younger, you're like, oh, maybe somebody who looks good with their shirt off, you know? Maybe hair. You get older, you're just like Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's it. Right? When you're younger, a friend with benefits is a friend you hook up with. You get older, you're like, no, seriously, what kind of benefits do you have? Because I have wisdom teeth and I'm willing to negotiate. I would love to go to a chiropractor. That would be amazing. My friend was embarrassed to tell me about a guy she was dating. And I'm like, why? She's like, you're going to make fun of him. I was like, why? I was like, what does he do? And she's like, well, he's a garbage man. I'm like, that's a union job. That's a great job. I'm like, plus he's up early. He's a go-getter. You are winning this battle. Whereas I was single throughout the pandemic. Any single people here? All right. 3 people. Okay, all right. Oh, somebody's late to the game. Someone just realized they're single. They're like, oh my gosh, I got the text on the way here. I'm back. Wasn't a great time to be single. Throughout the whole pandemic, I kept saying, like, I can't wait to get back out there. And now I'm back out there, and I'm ready to go back in. It's not going well. I didn't want to online date at all, and my friends were like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. They're like, it's the party that everybody's at, and if you don't go to the party, you're not gonna meet anybody. And I was like, well, is the party fun? And they were like, no, it's a nightmare. I'm like, that's really not a great advertisement for a party. But I did it. I signed up for it, and yeah, it's really not going well. I froze it during the pandemic. I went on one date last year. One date. It was a park date. That's what people were doing. They were going on dates in the park. People were like, it's outside. I feel very safe. And I'm glad I did it, because I feel like the older generation is always romanticizing things. They're like, you know, back in our day, we'd go for long walks in the park. We'd really get to know each other. It was very romantic. Yeah, and then I did that during the pandemic with a complete stranger, and it was not romantic. It was terrifying. We're just wandering through Prospect Park in Brooklyn. Like, he was a lot taller than me. We both had masks on. Nobody could hear each other. I was like, what's happening up there? I have no idea. Finally, we just found a park bench, and we just sat on opposite ends of a park bench. We talked for an hour. There was no chemistry. It felt like a podcast. I was like, well, I learned a lot about scuba diving, but we never have to do this again. I'll tell my friends about you. I'll like your posts on social media, but we're done here. But here's the thing. So I froze my apps. I was like, you know what? I'm not going out with anyone. Let me just freeze. I'm going to freeze my dating apps. But they do not like that. The dating apps do not like you to freeze the accounts. So what they were doing is they were sending me emails with my most compatible. But they'd only give me a name because they wanted me to go to the website. So I get an email from them, and they're like, Meghan, we found your most compatible, Matthew. And I was like, Matthew? Not like Matt? You know, like I feel like Matt plays lacrosse, he's gonna break my heart, I'm already turned on. I feel like Matthew carries an EpiPen. I don't know what it is about Matthew, but I'm like, I just feel like he's too young for me, you know, but I'm like, it's a pandemic, this is my ideal match, like I gotta go for this, right? So I turned 40 during the pandemic. I went to Matthew's profile. Matthew, my ideal match, was 19. Yes, 19. I was like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna like clothes swap with his mom? Because that sounds like a great time. I'm like, Gail, you go to the mall. I'll stay home, I'll watch Matt. I know, no peanuts, no peanuts. It's got the allergy. I feel like this show is going to be a success if you would unfold your arms at some point. I feel like I can do it, sir. I feel like I can do it. I keep going over it, and I'm like, this guy. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I don't want you to feel pressure. I keep looking down, and I was like, I'm going to get him on one of these jokes. And one of these jokes, it'll happen when I least expect it. You'll just release. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, man. It's great. It's great. Do you see how much I'm smiling right now? I'm like, everything's fine.